here is why you can't go vegan. And it's a diagram from previous lecture that I had recorded, but it had become too long, so I'm re-recording it. And for some reason the videos are getting capped at a value, so I try to be quick. Here is the reason why if you belong to the working class, you cannot go vegan. It is physically impossible for you to give 50 hours a week of your time to someone and go vegan. What happens, this is a very messy diagram, I get it, but you need to understand history as class struggle. At least the history of the current world that I live in. So here are some classes. I mean, obviously the story ends here in Marxism, that these are, let us say, the lords of the old times. Like, in French revolutions there were haves and have-nots, and then the bourgeoisie, the middle class, the trading class, the vyapari, like it's a certain economic class. They got into power, they overthrew this old ways of monarchy and lordship and serfdom. Like, you would be confined to a land, and you have to grow that food on that land and forever, and feed this lord forever, and keep paying taxes, and it's similar to caste system. And then the bourgeoisie came to power, and this is like some random organizations like PepsiCo and JP Morgan. Like these are capitalist institutions, and this is just let us say a landlord who has workers working for them in their field. Or let us say, for example, Ambani has this field of mango trees in Gujarat, and like, he probably doesn't even have to ever visit it, but he gets the profit. And people who work there, who make the trees, and the people who plant the trees, do the labor, extract the mangoes, export, like transport the trees, etc., they belong to this class, the working class. In Marxism, one of the main thing to how to identify Marxism, we say that classes are all there is a working class and there is the ruling class. So the working classes, they are always in majority. It's always like 15% this and 85% that. 15% this, 85. So you must have heard this Pareto principle or whatever of 85-15. That is, like, for example, 15% people own 85% of the land, and 85% of the people own 15% of the land. Same for the wealth, or in general. This is the ruling class, this is the working class. And in Marxism, Leninism, it is believed that the history would end because the proletariat, they are the proletarians, the working class, the urban working class, the peasant and the proletarians, they are the final working class, because there is no one beneath them. So they obviously, proletarian internationalism would be the end of history, and history would be complete because there is no one beneath them. And then that is communism. But communism is infinitely far away. It's always going to be class struggle. I mean, what is the first principle of dialectical materialism? Universe is constantly evolving. Change is the only thing that is constant. So obviously that idea, that end of history, is incompatible with the first principle of dialectical materialism. So what was the working class beneath the proletarians that Marx didn't see is farm animals. See how many hens and pigs and cows that the humans have to eat. And why do like, it's also in the 1585. I don't know what exactly is this ratio. I'm just using a arbitrary value right now, and I'll also explain to you why it is not 50-50. It is 1585. It is not 50-50, and the reason is hidden in the second law of thermodynamics. First of all, we get energy from the sun. Let us say that sun is an external object and keeps giving us energy. The plants spend, let us say, if plants spend like 85 units of time, no wait, that's not how it is gonna work. plants spend a lot of time capturing, a lot of plants spend a lot of time capturing this energy and converting it into seeds and stuff, seeds and leaves, etc. Which, well, we also eat this. The animals, I mean, we are also animals, don't forget that. So they eat this, and a pig will spend most of his time making this meat, which is taken as a commodity by whoever is beyond this line. And why do we need, as in why do the workers need to eat the meat? And that is because workers, let us say that this is how much time they have in a week, and this is how much time they give to their boss. Now when you work 50 hours a week, you need longer than 50 hours a week to recover from that 50 hour. I mean, well, it's not like you work 50 hours a week. It might be that you wasted most of the other days and only worked like really hard on one of the days. I'm not talking about that. Time is again very personal also. Like, it might happen once that, like, I was writing a letter once, and then 5 or 6 hours had passed, and I thought it was just 1 hour. So I'll talk about it later, as I say about most things. So this is the idea of surplus theft. What is the surplus? Surplus is basically, this is the amount of labor it takes to keep one person alive. This is generally the amount of labor that a person does, like this all. And they are given either a little bit more than what they need to survive if they are privileged, or less. Since a lot of people are exploited for their poverty, they get less than what they need to survive, and they die slowly. And from their declining health, profit is made. Now if your surplus theft is being stolen like this, then you have, I mean, if you give 50 hours a week to someone per week, you only get back 10 hours per week in form of wage, in form of money, because time is money. So you get 10 hours of money back in form of wage. And when you do that, when you get only 10 hours back, next week you will only be able to work for what? 10 hours only next week, right? So you have to somehow fill up this deficit of time that is stolen from you, because it takes time to repair your body. Let us say your job is very simple, like doing bench presses. Like, there is a big barbell, and your job, this is the feet of the bodybuilder, and your job is to just lift this, and then there is some battery that takes whatever. It's just simplifying things. But when you do this, when you put this effort, your body slowly tears, and it goes through wear and tear. And what you must do to repair your body is to obtain building blocks of body, which are proteins, or which is protein. And the protein, it comes quicker if you just eat an animal who has spent their entire life creating that protein, and you eat it in a day and you digest it in a day, so it's quick. And the reason you need to, like, here I have written 80 hours because I am assuming that you need like 30 extra hours to repair for the damage done to your body. It might not be 30, but you have to always give a little bit extra amount of time to repair. And you might think that doesn't happen with you, because you take time from these people. This is a cow, so it has udders. So you take time from them, and that is how you recover, and that is how you keep putting 50 hours a week. So if you have been trying to go vegan and you couldn't go vegan, here is why. This line is why. You don't have control over your own time.